Welcome back, everyone. If you love cosmic mysteries, sneaky detectives, and Klein somehow being both Sherlock Holmes and the chaos he's investigating, then hit like, subscribe, and let's jump right into chapter 223, Three Matters. So, our favorite confused detective/mystic, Klein, is back in business. He's sitting across from Ian, yes, that teenage spy who looks like he hasn't slept since the Industrial Revolution. And Klein asks, "So, you think the detective saw someone in disguise?" Ian, holding his round little hat like it's a stress ball, goes, "It's possible, but it's risky. You can't just throw on a fake beard and fool a room full of detectives. These guys can tell if your mustache is 3 days old or 3 minutes old." Valid point. Klein nods, pretending to agree, but he's actually testing the kid. Watching his face, reading his body language. Trying to see if Ian knows anything about Beyonders. Spoiler, the kid's poker face is solid. He's either innocent or terrifyingly good at lying. Then Ian says something interesting. He thinks Detective Zerial was at that party. But not as himself. Apparently, the man was under someone's control. Like a human puppet who forgot his Wi-Fi password. He couldn't call for help. So the whole not responding to messages thing wasn't ghosting. It was literal possession. Relatable, honestly. Klein, being Klein, leans back all cool and mysterious like, "Oh, interesting," while secretly calculating how broke he's about to be. Ian finally says, "I'd like to hire you to find out what happened to him." And Klein immediately switches into business mode. "Alright, but how much are you paying? Because let's be honest, man's got candles, charms, and ghost coins to buy." Ian offers two plans. Option 1, a flat rate. Option 2, a down payment of £5 and then pay more later based on the difficulty. You know, the typical exposure and experience package clients love offering freelancers. Klein thinks for a moment, which means he's about to do something weird. And says, "Let's mix it up. You'll pay £5 up front. And after it's done, you'll owe me 3 favors. Don't worry, they won't be difficult. Probably just harmless, reality-bending tasks that might or might not summon something ancient." Ian frowns but agrees. They shake hands like two gentlemen who both secretly know this contract is suspiciously sketchy. Then Ian pulls out his money, and here's the part that makes Klein question humanity. This kid counts every note perfectly in order, all the faces facing the same direction. Every bill is lined up like soldiers at inspection. Klein just stares like, "Bro, are you fighting evil or OCD?" He takes the money, folds it randomly, and watches Ian's face physically twitch in pain. Petty victory achieved. After Ian leaves, Klein sighs and mutters, "This whole thing smells fishy." Which in Backland could mean literally anything. That night, Klein gears up for his little spy mission. He puts on his disguise. A cheap blue workman's outfit, fake beard, and a cap pulled low. He looks like a dock worker who lost his job and his will to live. Standing in the dark, Klein starts his signature routine. Out comes the pendulum. "There's danger inside," he repeats. The pendulum spins slowly, basically saying, "Yes, but it's only slightly dangerous, like trying street food at midnight." So Klein checks his gear, tarot cards, charms, holy powder. And climbs up a water pipe like it's Assassin's Creed, Victorian edition. He sneaks in, uses a tarot card to pick the lock. Yes, you heard that right. And moves silently to the bedroom. Using spirit vision, he sees 3 blurry human auras. 3 people inside. At this point, any sane person would leave. But this is Klein, so naturally he stays. He goes back out to prepare a slumber charm. Crafted by yours truly, in the name of the fool above the gray fog. Basically, Klein praying to himself. Truly the most efficient customer service in existence. He whispers a word in ancient Hermes, crimson. Which, let's be honest, would make an awesome band name. Then he tosses the charm through the door, counts down. 3, 2, 1. And bursts in like a supernatural action hero. The result? All 3 people are already snoring. Charm worked like a dream, literally. Under the faint red moonlight, Klein looks around. The place is normal, bed, closet, sofa. And 3 very unconscious individuals. He finds a few strands of short yellowish-brown hair. According to Ian's notes, that matches Detective Zerial. Bingo! Klein sits down on the sofa, smirks, and gets ready for a good old-fashioned dream dive. All right, Detective Zerial, he murmurs. Let's see what secrets you've been hiding in your subconscious. And that's where we leave him. In a dark room, surrounded by sleeping strangers, holding a handful of hair, and talking to himself like a man halfway between genius and breakdown. So yeah, just another night in Backland. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment Crimson Beard Klein below. We'll meet again in the next chapter, where I guarantee things only get weirder. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and maybe don't hire teenage detectives with perfect money-folding habits.